Yo, people, welcome back to the Family Ties podcast. I'm here with Tobi and Manny. Just want to say thank you for the love and support you've been showing us so far. Keep liking, subscribing, rate us 5 stars, and yeah, let's get into it. So, boys, how we doing?
More than you these days.
Yeah, that was decent.
Yeah. Well, hey, I think I'm getting a bit used to it.
Yeah, getting used to it.
Yeah, I'm still camera shy though, but we move, man. But yeah, how you been? How's the week been?
You're not camera shy.
Me?
Yeah.
See, now we're just capping on. It is what it is.
Is he camera shy?
I am a bit.
No,
I'm very much like you.
I'm camera shy.
Yeah, I'm a bit like you into. He can turn it on and turn it off. That's the difference.
It depends.
I can't.
It depends. But yeah, I'm all right, man.
Yeah.
Decent week so far, and house is coming along.
Yeah.
Starting to take
good.
out ceilings and all that stuff. We're into the rental place.
Oh, me and you are on the same stage, bro. Don't get me talking about my house. Yeah, I'm all right. It's not a great football week, so we're gonna avoid football today
as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's cool. I hear it. Yeah.
How are you?
I can't complain. Healing up nicely, first of all. So there's that. Also, I recently started I don't know if you've seen the 75-day challenge.
75 hard.
Mine's not hard. No, I'm not doing that one. I just had to like make my own.
The 75 hard challenge. It's 4 liters of water.
No, I think it's 3 liters.
No, it's 4.
Is it 4? Yeah. See, I had to make my own version.
4 liters of water a day. Read a book for 10 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah. Indoor, outdoor workout.
Outdoor workout.
Yeah.
45 minutes each.
Yeah.
10 pages of a book.
And you have to eat well.
10 pages of a
10
book.
pages of a book.
Yeah.
And
then obviously there's like no alcohol, I think, in terms of...
we're going to struggle with no alcohol.
I know. This is why I didn't do that one, though, because for most people, that would be like the hardest part. But because I don't drink, it's like, well, that bit's easy. 45 minutes indoor and outdoor workout just doesn't really make sense, especially if I'm not training right now. So I just had to like alter it and make my own.
Commitment to it right now, but I want to start a new challenge.
Does swimming count as an indoor workout or outdoor workout?
Are you swimming outside?
Depends. That's true.
If you're swimming outside, then...
Some people got outdoor pools.
Yeah,
me.
then it's outdoor and you can count it. But if it's inside, then...
You probably got an outdoor pool.
What are we doing here? I ain't got an outdoor pool unless you're talking about a puddle.
Can you swim?
Got a kid's bathroom.
I could swim... Don't let it go. I could swim about, I'd say, 25 meters.
That's solid.
I feel like we learned to swim at the same time,
Enough
actually.
to survive for 2 minutes or a minute.
Can you tread water?
No, I can't tread water.
That's what you need to learn.
Yeah. Bro, after a minute, I'm just like tired.
Bro, my kids
But I'm
have
getting used to
swimming
it.
lessons, bro.
Yeah, start now, innit?
A bit late, no?
Nah, because it's not...
I think you should have been started. No?
You going to pay for it?
Oh.
Well then.
Get rid of the kids'
Yeah,
bathroom.
there we go. I knew it was coming.
Bro, I didn't just go and get a kid's bathroom. It came with the house.
It came with the house.
Whatever you say. It's got amenities.
Anyway,
Oh my gosh, man.
yeah, no, I do need to get them into swimming. I do need to, yeah. But I think, what do I go first? Football or swimming? I feel like the plans changed because before
I mean, do you want a
when
Michael
I knew I was
Phelps
having a
or...
boy, I thought, yes, this is it, Project Mbappe, whatever. Now I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I can be bothered.
You mean Project Lamine? That's what
No,
it is
I'm
now.
not doing that just yet.
It's Project Lamine.
Cool.
That's Project Brown rebooted.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Because I promise you, if we had the same opportunities as certain men, story would be very different. But
Yeah. Well,
God knows why we're here. So
If you could do one other job, what would it be? What's that reaction for? What's wrong?
now I have to think.
Go on.
I feel like... Wait,
Do you want to hear mine whilst you're thinking?
go on.
I would be a barber or a cab driver.
Cab driver's cool because you get to meet new people.
Exactly. You get to meet new people and have like crazy... I have some of the best conversations with like Uber drivers and stuff like that. Like
Do
you
you
can
know
talk about life, could talk about anything.
Okay, I got 2 jobs. Go on, but you go.
Nah, I was just gonna say I would never have guessed either of those 2 jobs for you.
Yeah. Or a barber, you're meeting people every day, getting new outlooks on life. They're challenging your mind, you're having little debates.
Barber has back problems.
Nah, I still do it.
Bro,
And you're making people look good as well.
Some of them men are trimming for 18, 20 hours a day. It's
Yeah, it depends, innit? Maybe I'll charge premium rates. I'll do 3 a day.
Uber driver's a cool one. I think I'd do Uber driver because I like driving. And then, yeah, you get to meet people. You don't have to talk to them. You can talk to them. Up to you.
Have you ever clicked the option to no talking? There's an option. Where you can
Yeah,
tell
there's
the
option,
driver not
nah.
to
That's by default, bro.
talk. I don't click that.
No. I think my two would be. I want to be. I would be a firefighter. I think that would be
Ooh.
cool. Saving lives.
Ah, see, when you put it like that.
Peace.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
put it like that.
You think you get an adrenaline rush?
It's not really for adrenaline.
No, but
I just
saying
think
as in,
when
like, as
even
well.
growing up, that was something. Remember, like Fireman Sam, or like,
Ah.
I used to be obsessed with like fire engines and stuff, and they were the coolest guys. I remember one time they pulled up to like school fairs and stuff, and they let you sit in the engine and wear the.
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
like, whoa, this is sick. So yeah, that's one there for me. And then the other one might surprise you, but I'd actually, and I don't think it's possible now because of the line of work I've done.
Where is this going?
I'd actually be a teacher,
Oh, my God.
genuinely,
See, I was going to say it, but I'll get
because
onto that.
you get to
You just take
essentially
my answers and that.
guide the youth. You get to shape the future. Do you know what I mean? And there's so many people that are in that position as teachers and they don't really get it. It's just like a paycheck. And they're just letting people go by and not influencing them to be anything like great. Whereas I feel like I would love the opportunity to guide people in like the right way and to avoid the mistakes that I made. And I think it's something I'm just good at, really, just connecting with younger people in general and allowing them to kind of,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
looking back, I don't know if you guys could say this. Would you say there's any teacher that sort of like
100%.
had a positive impact?
100%.
I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of mine were negative.
Good for you.
Yeah, but maybe that's because of how you were. As
Maybe-
well.
No,
Or-
when I
actually,
say
no,
that,
let
okay,
me-
yeah, I'm not gonna say I was the best student, but like,
Our schools are
Stuff
very
like-
different, though.
one of my teachers used to say, like you guys, your parents, like none of you are middle class. You guys are like working class, whatever. Like, it's my sociology teacher. Is like, what's the chances of you guys breaking out of that? Like, he's saying like none of you guys are ever going to be millionaires and stuff like that. None of you guys are ever going to be footballers because we were doing like a football academy at that point.
Oh, is this when
He's
you were,
like,
yeah.
like, what's the chances? Whereas like I thought that looking back, and I think that's really negative. If anything, you let us know the percentages and the chances are low, but you
Yeah.
still push us to try and aspire to be one of the few. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like letting you know the chances are low, but at the same time saying this is exactly why you need to work extra hard if you
Yeah.
want to do it.
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing. Whereas a lot of teachers will come with the whole negative sentiment of you're probably not going to do this, so you might as well chuck your eggs in another basket type thing.
Yeah.
But no, I think I had plenty of teachers that influenced me positively. I don't think they talked directly about my future and what I could be, but just by being more than just an authoritative figure, which I feel like a lot of teachers are. It's like they're on a power trip,
Yeah.
or they even when I think about teachers shouting at children at school, and you realize now as a grown up that a teacher is just a normal human being, it feels weird.
Yeah.
Do you get
No,
that?
I get you.
Like
I get you.
guys are like 25, 30,
Yeah.
35, and you're screaming at the top of your voice at a load of like 14, 15,
Yeah.
16. It feels weird when
Little
you
kid.
think of it like that, right?
I don't think so. Because obviously I've never taught a class or whatever.
Yeah.
No,
But
I'm not saying it is weird, but when you take them out of because I feel like when we're in school, you put them in this bracket like this is
Yeah.
a teacher.
Yeah.
Like they're not a human.
Yeah.
They're not out. It's just a teacher.
the figure that's put
Just
above.
and
yeah.
that's how you see them as. But when you take them out of that and you see them as a human, it does feel a little bit strange. No,
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
do you get what I'm saying? I'm not getting onto teachers for shouting because obviously sometimes you need to,
Yeah.
but it just
Yeah.
on that, I'd say, and I feel like this is why it would have been my answer first of all, or one of my answers, teacher, because I did have a brief stint as a teaching assistant. Never thought I'd do it in my life. If you asked me as a kid growing up, what do you want to be? Answer's always footballer. If you said, would you ever be a teacher? I would have said, there's no way in a million years.
Yeah.
Did it. Absolutely loved it. Probably one of the best and most fulfilling things I think I could have ever done
Is it
in my
because
life.
you see the changes happening from when you've come into the job and you see like growth
Yeah,
in
like,
individuals and confidence?
For me, it's as simple as this. So I think something that's always kind of been, not always, but let's say since leaving school and obviously pursuing football and all this stuff, something that's kind of like been very present for me is wanting to have an impact on young people and just like have some sort of influence on them. So I was a youth leader at church and all these different things, which is why I then went and said, okay, let me go and be a teaching assistant in a primary school. And I actually went to our primary school to be a teaching assistant.
That's mad.
So that's another story. But I literally like have a picture of me in, you know, the class pictures we used to take, where it's like you see her and you see little me in the year one thing, and I'm looking at, I'm thinking like, this is weird because now I'm in the staff room with you, kind of thing. But yeah, I think
leave just for that alone.
You say you would leave?
Yeah.
Nah, it was actually really fun because it opened my eyes to what you're saying, the reality of like, this is just another person,
a human being.
Yeah. Because now when I'm in a position where I'm having to like maybe tell off a kid or something like that, it's just like, this feels, I can't lie, a lot of the times I would just want to burst out laughing and I have to like turn my face away. Like, nah, these kids can't see me laugh, because if they see me laugh, they'll know they've got me. Like, especially some kids in my class, they knew like, yeah, if we make Mr. Brown laugh, then that's it. Like we're out of trouble, kind of thing.
Still, I have to turn away when stuff like that happens.
Nah, yeah.
But it's actually funny what you say though, because I don't know if it was when I was filming my 1 million sub documentary or after that. For some reason, I went back to the school, my secondary school, and one of the teachers that I had for DT became like the deputy head, and he was always like one of the more serious ones, and like he'd say stuff like, "Oh, get outside," and I'm praying for rain, like stuff like that. Yeah, he'll say stuff like that to people. And like, it was so different and so weird going round and like being sat in the staff room with him and just having conversations about how life has gone from school till then and how I see school and whatever. But yeah, it was really surreal to actually see him in that sort of normal light, because he didn't tell me off and he couldn't say anything like bad to me. It was just two adults talking.
Did you not get that vibe though when you like, maybe you would have got it a bit more when you went to like sixth form, and because you're a bit older, the teachers kind of treat
you a little bit like
like
a tiny bit,
a little bit.
I'll never forget when one of my teachers pulled up late. There was this rule that if a teacher doesn't show up by a certain point in the lesson, then you can just leave and have a free period.
Like 10 minutes in or something.
No, I think it was 20. Okay. But one of the days, like my economics teacher pulled up late, and we were thinking like we're gonna get to leave, but he pulled up like maybe 2 minutes before, and everyone's like, "Oh." Then he just came in and he sat down. He's just like, "Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I just almost like I can't be asked today," type thing. It was like, "This is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna play this game." And we did that thing where you sit back to back in a chair. And it's like, who's more likely to do this or do that?
No way.
And we were just looking at him like, "You're so cool," because obviously you must have been going through something. You were just like, "Yeah, like I'm gonna be like real open and
just being human."
Yeah, man.
The thing, with a lot of jobs anyway, and I always say it just in life, everyone's always going through something at some point. You know what I mean? And that's why I think it's important wherever you go to just try and be nice.
Yeah.
Whereas like some people just don't understand that, and that could be a teacher to a student or a student to a teacher. You get, but we're actually all human, and it's actually like stuff like that will remind you of that.
For sure. I feel like my appreciation of teachers hit me a little bit more when I went back to St. Dominic's recently. I've got my memories flooding back to me, and I'm thinking about how these people influenced my life and me to be the person I am. Whether that was by, telling me off one time when I did something wrong, or just being nice and funny to me one time and making me feel like I had a good relationship with them. Or every single little interaction shaped or helped to shape, let me say, the person that I am today. So feeling like you can have that impact on someone else's life is a cool thing. Even like times like this where people come up to me and they go, "Yo, I grew up watching you guys on YouTube, and you're the reason I'm pursuing this now, or you're the reason I'm doing this in my career." Even when I look at like guys like Nico or Milana, and I've got pictures with him from 2012 back at Eurogamer. Yeah. And now like he's one of the biggest and best content creators in the UK, if not the world. Like little things like that are quite what's the word? Not satisfying. What's the word?
Fulfilling.
A bit fulfilling, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think being a teacher would be sick.
It would. And I would actually...
So what's yours, teacher?
I would have said...
You actually told us yours.
No, I didn't. I would have said actor or teacher.
Actor.
Go on.
Yeah.
Something.
But before
You
hold on, before I get into the acting bit, the teaching thing, I think is because I experienced it firsthand. It was like just being in a position where I'm seeing someone can't understand something, and I've explained it to them in a way where eventually it's like, oh, I've got it, and then they're so like just seeing that look in their eye where it's like they're so happy. Because even after I left the school from teaching, because I left because I went to go and play football. I went back to go and visit them, and my class was in year 6 at the time, so they were just doing their exams and stuff. And I came back, and there were some students that like needed work on their handwriting and this and that. And then they just saw me, and that for starters, they still call me Mr. Brown. Like they won't, even though they know my name, they still just call me, oh yeah, Mr. Brown. Like it's so good to see you, blah blah blah. You know, their parents are saying, oh, like they said that you had such an impact, and they all just really really loved you. And then I've got like some of my students coming up to me like, oh look, I did this, and I'm so happy to show you because this is what you're trying to teach me way back then.
Yeah,
and I'm just
so
like,
satisfying.
oh my, like I actually had an impact on someone. I was meant to go and check all of them at their new schools.
Podcasters, part teacher, part barber.
I would suggest if at some point in your life you could go and teach, then do it and just see like how it makes you feel and see, because then you'll see if you have a passion for something like that.
I have a passion for influencing people's lives, definitely. Whether that would be teaching, I don't know, because I don't know if I enjoy that side of stuff.
Did you ever think it would be coaching? Because that's what I used to think.
I feel like yes, but I feel like I want to coach in an environment that doesn't make football unenjoyable.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of coaches now take it too seriously and
Want to be the next Pep Guardiola.
Funny enough, there was a conversation with Nader Manua, James Alcott. I can't remember who else on the podcast. They had a podcast or whatever, and they were talking about football in this country and whatever. But I think it's too serious, the result, so the development takes a back seat. And I feel like even on a personal note, no one ever helped me to develop. I don't
Ever.
So it's like
If anything, they
everything
shut it down.
everything that I was good at already. No one said, "Oh, you're good at this. Work on this," or like focus on the fact.
Only that.
Remember, you even got told to stop doing skills.
Yeah. So when I was younger, skills was my thing. Taking on player, like if I saw someone in front of me, I'm going past you. That's the only thought in my mind. But I used to get told, "Oh, don't do skills till we're 10-0 up." And the one time we were 10-0 up, didn't do any skills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that side of stuff, even now playing football, skills doesn't come naturally to me anymore because I've taken it out of my game. I'm more like a Kante. I run around and just boot the ball.
Crash up.
I mean,
That's non-league. Non-league did that.
Yeah,
Don't let Eric hear you say that one.
No, it just is what it is. Yeah, I wouldn't say if I was to go into coaching, I'd make it enjoyable and try and bring the best out of the players. But I think either way, it's important to have role models.
Yeah.
And people to look up to. There's a few people that I had that sort of position in my life, especially.
You're welcome, bro.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. Speaking about football, anyway, Jed.
Yeah.
Stayed
How
up.
are we doing?
You stayed up.
Thank God, man.
Wealdstone.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, that was a.
You went to the game.
Yeah, I went to the game.
Watching the game, and I saw you were 3-0 up, so I started watching the Dagenham and Redbridge game. You were watching it as well, weren't you?
Oh, were you watching it as well?
I was working at the time. I was streaming, I think. And as I was getting to the end of my stream, I was like, oh my gosh, what's the score in Jed's game?
Damn.
Check it, they're 3-1 up. And then I'm like, okay, cool. But what's the score in the Dagenham and Redbridge game? Check it, they're drawing, I think, was it 1-1?
Yeah.
They're drawing 1-1. And it's like the 88th minute, and I'm thinking, oh no, because these lot are all over them.
You didn't watch the whole second half.
So I didn't watch the whole second half. So then I joined like the 88th minute. I went and bought I paid £15 for the last 8 minutes of a game just to be on the brink of a heart attack because they were having attack after attack and missing sitter after sitter. I said, God's put an angel in that goal, bro, because they got an extra defender in that box because how they were missing those chances.
The thing is, I've actually not watched the highlights.
Hey,
bro, I promise you, I watched the whole of that half pretty much, and it was when they were 1-0 down. It was looking like they were never gonna score.
Yeah.
Who was one? Was Dagenham 1-0 up?
Yeah, they were 1-0
up.
Bro, if I was to tell you the full story, because
you need to go and give testimony in church.
Nah,
God loves you, bro.
So basically, right, what happened was, bear in mind, you lot knew, like, kind of. I was like half stressing, half not really stressing. I was trying to rush back from injury because I really wanted to play a part. And then
Don't ever rush back from injury.
I mean, it didn't work out, you know. And I realized the day before, I was just like, yeah, it's not worth it. So let me not even risk it. And I just told him like, yeah, I'm no good. And then when we got there on the day, everything just felt kind of tense. And obviously, Tobi, one of my friends, was like, oh, like we should go and pray on the pitch. So me, Tobi, and a few of the other players went and prayed on the pitch before the game. Really nice prayers, and that just kind of like put everyone at ease, and I felt like a sense of peace. Then the game started 1-0, bang. I'm like, yeah, God, you're too good. 2-0, 3-0. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is a walk in the park.
And then 3-1.
And then no, then it was 1-0 to Dagenham, and when I tell you like the stadium just went quiet, like all the fans just. And I was thinking, like, for the players on the pitch, this must feel weird because you must know, okay, this means Dagenham have scored. Because before that, everyone's just shouting, yeah, we're staying up, blah, blah, blah. Then 1-0, it's just like, oh my gosh. And, you know, I was trying to watch the Dagenham game on my phone while watching our game in person. So I let him watch it instead. I said, you know what, I don't want to check the score anymore. And then, like, there were some whispers in the crowd and stuff. And I was like, I'm literally turning off my phone. I'm not looking at anything. I'm hearing fans whispering, oh, it's 2-0. Oh, it's 1-1. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not even trying to hear it. And I told my teammates that were around me watching, I said, like, you lot just don't check the scores. Like, let's just focus on our game. All we can do is what we need to do. God's going to take care of the rest, kind of thing. And then when they equalised, all the fans just started cheering. I was like, oh, well, so much for not knowing what the score is. And at that point, it was just like praying, oh, God, please, like, just let us hold on. And we finished the game now. I think ours was 3 minutes at a time. Theirs went on for ages.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
Theirs was 6
time,
minutes.
I think they were behind you in the first place.
I swear he let it go to like 8 minutes.
Bro, it went on for time, and we're all on the pitch just crowding round trying to watch it.
That last 20 minutes of the game.
Nah, man.
Some of the chances they missed.
I need to watch it.
I'm talking one-on-ones. I'm talking sweats across goal. I'm talking everything. It was crazy.
Nah, but the relief from the situation of just like, because we're all on the pitch. I turn around and I see like, okay, fans are like starting to like climb the barriers a bit. Turn back round to my team. I'm just praying. Okay, God, please. I turn around again. These lot are getting closer. I'm thinking, whoa, what's going to happen here? Like, these lot are about to rush the pitch.
Wow, your first pitch.
And as soon as the... I guess it's my first proper one.
First relegation battle, first pitch invasion.
That I've been a part of, yeah. I mean, Crawley, first season relegation battle, we avoided that. Pitch invasion for that as well, I think. I'm not sure. Or was it for the playoffs? I'm not sure when there was a pitch invasion. But, yeah, I mean, this one, I guess I felt like I was more part of it because I directly had a part to play or would have had a part to play. But, yeah, man, good stuff. So we'll see what happens. Off season now, time to rest. And I say rest, I've got to do
rehabilitate.
And this 75-day challenge. So am I really
what's your plan
resting
next season? Just consistent football.
Yeah, man. I just need to. I just need to play. Yeah.
Just need to play.
Yeah.
That was such a footballer response. I just need to play.
Nah, because I feel like it's very easy to. People look at it as just a thing of, like, oh, this is business and you need to get money type thing.
Some people do.
As true as that is. For like, because you see when you had like players in the Prem sitting on the bench and not getting minutes, but they're getting a lot of money, so people are like, oh, like, why is he complaining and blah 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 blah. It's really not that simple.
That money,
money doesn't compensate.
About the money.
Don't get me started.
Do you remember what Royce said when he got injured? When he kept getting injured, and he was like, I would give up all of my money just so I could be fully healthy, because like what's like you're at the highest level. But you can't play in the World Cup because you're injured. You can't play in this final because you're injured. You can't play in that because you're injured. Euros, injured.
Breaking.
Do you get it?
I think no one really talks about that.
That side of things?
That's
the injury side of things.
Like I've heard Tyron Mings and stuff talk about.
Nah, bro.
Like how it was.
Even when
you listen to that one, Tyron Mings one, like you wouldn't even know that he was going through that. And then you know, sometimes when you see like a footballer's injured and it's a big layoff, it's a bad injury, and then you see like the muscle mass.
Yeah.
The leg and stuff. That must be nuts.
What was even the Barca guy, Ricky Puig, or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
When he had his ACL and his leg was atrophy, was crazy.
Yeah.
Even when I think about Mason Mount and the difficulties he's had at United, just injury after injury, and he come back and he have a decent game, and then injury. And Reece James as well. Yeah. That's why I was so happy for him, Mason, the other day when he got a couple goals.
Goal, by the way. Oh, some couple goals, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a huge weight on you psychologically and mentally when you're not fit and able to play. And don't forget, you've dedicated your whole life to the sport as well.
So you feel like
it doesn't matter if I got 100, 200, 300 grand coming into my bank every week. This is the thing I've trained my whole life to do, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's a lot mentally,
when you're not enjoying it because you're not playing or whatever, the money doesn't compensate. Like,
money can't fix your mental.
It might make you feel good here and there. Oh, I can buy this, I can do that.
Again.
Money can't fix your mental.
Damn.
That's what it is.
Clip that.
That was bro.
But no, yeah, it just doesn't. There's certain things in life that, yes, money can fix, and to some extent, sometimes health is one of those things because you can pay for life-saving treatment and all these things.
Yeah, but there's millionaires and billionaires dying of
it
diseases every day.
Depends.
Yeah,
it's situation by situation.
Yeah. On a new topic, then, something that I've been thinking about: bucket lists. Do you have a bucket list? Have you ticked anything off your bucket list?
I do, and I don't have a bucket list in the sense that it's not something that I think about on a day-to-day basis, but there's things that I would like to do in life. So there's a bucket list there, but it's not like, okay, I need to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like everyone's like that. Whether people say they do or don't have a bucket list, people have things that they want to do in life. And if you're being picky about it, that is a bucket list.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
do you have a bucket list?
Yeah, I got stuff I want to do. You know what one would be? To play at Anfield, but in front of some sort of crowd. That would be one. Yeah.
No, that would be cool.
Oh, hello, Soccer Aid. Didn't see you there. Didn't see you there.
Where are you playing,
that
mate?
Would be...
Where are you getting to play again?
Old Trafford.
In front of...
Yeah, Old Trafford Soccer.
So what is that? Tick for one?
You're trying to do the nonchalant, bro.
It's not nonchalant.
Is that a tick for one?
It's not. I've said on the stream, it's not nonchalant. I said it's a massive deal for me. I said when we used to play video games, and for example, like FIFA 09, you're in the arena and it loads up into the game, and you're there kicking the ball in front of the massive crowd. Or when we was playing PES, Become a Legend, and you're there as your individual guy, like running a career mode or whatever. Like you imagine yourself being in that position. Even when we're kicking ball in the garden, you picture like it's the theatre of
I've got
dreams.
50,000 fans screaming my name.
Yeah, that advert, influential. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not a nonchalant thing. That's all. That's gonna be exciting. God willing, it goes well, and I'm injury free, and I get to.
By the grace of God, man. By the grace of God.
God willing, touches the manager's
first,
heart to
hopefully
give me
a goal.
Minutes.
I think a goal would
be crazy.
That would be so real.
What are you gonna do? The Rivaldo thing, back off the shirt.
But I can't do whatever you want.
Nonchalant.
No, you can't go Old Trafford. You gotta get a knee slide in the
slide Old Trafford. So what? So the groundsman can be chasing me with a pitch.
It's once in a lifetime, bro. Knee slide.
I never really think about celebrations like that. The first charity match, we had a video where we came up with celebrations as content. So that's the one I did. But other than that, I never really think about celebrations. And when you're on the pitch, it's not in your mind either. Like for me, the times I'll realize that I'm playing at Old Trafford will be the little breaks in play when I'm looking around and seeing the thing. But when the ball is moving, none of you are there. I actually don't know. I know my centre back's Vidic and my goalkeeper's Van der Sar.
My centre back is Vidic. And my goalkeeper Van der Sar.
Like for the people at home, like obviously playing in Match for Hope was crazy. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's actually surreal. You're like literally going through layers of like from your childhood all the way up. Like,
so
when Thierry Henry ran at me, I thought
do you know how funny it was to see?
I was there having bands with Thierry
Henry making handball it and that, and he's all like.
Before the game, I walked up to him at halfway line. He just looked at me, started smiling, and shook my hand or whatever. But when he came to run at me,
that is jokes.
I thought, am I meant to let him past? Do I tackle him? Is he gonna skin me? Because I don't know what level he's at right now. If it's gonna be that action, but it looked like literally that Nike advert.
It's literally like an advert. There was one point, I thought I was in FIFA 04. I had Thierry Henry there and Del Piero there, and I was just like, these men are popping ball around me. What's going on? That was the advert. Remember the intro for FIFA 04?
Yeah.
There was Henry, Del Piero, and who was the third one?
Not Edgar Davids, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Dino.
It was Dino. Yeah. Oh my god.
Bro, if Dino
was there, Raps Dini. reps, didn't he?
Yeah, and the picture went viral as well. I didn't even mean to do that.
Fair
Well, I
play,
meant
man,
to do
fair.
it, but I didn't think it would go
Yeah.
viral.
That's something that would have been bucket list as a child, though. Like
What?
playing with, like sharing a picture of them guys. So
Yeah.
check.
Bro,
What else is on your bucket list?
What about something away from football?
something
What?
away from football. Ooh.
Sorry, we're always going to gravitate to football talk.
I think this is where for me something like acting goes into it,
Acting.
because
Ooh.
I don't know if you've seen like the behind the scenes stuff of when they're shooting like Marvel movies and you have like the green screen and all that stuff, and the way they just like the way they do it, it seems so fun, but at the same time it seems really hard to like act with a green screen because you have to put out all the emotions and stuff, but you can't see anything that everyone else is gonna see. So when you now watch a movie and you see how the actors were able to like convey all their emotions and all this stuff,
I don't
it
think
just
the green
looks.
screen makes a difference for that, though.
Nah, I think it will be so much easier to act if what was actually happening around you in the movie is what is. Does that make sense? But where it's like just pure green screen, it's just you and me. Have you seen who is it? Is it Zoe Saldana in Avatar? Have you seen the one for that?
Mm-mm.
When she's speaking to, what's his name again? The main actor. Is it Sam Worthington?
But I don't know any actors' names.
I will know them by face, but
Yeah.
not by name.
The guy that plays Jake Sully in Avatar.
But I don't even know.
Okay,
Jake
so
Sully is.
they're having like a conversation that you see in the movie, but they're looking at each other's faces like me and you looking at each other now. So they're not seeing giant blue people. They're just having a conversation, proper heartfelt. She's like shouting.
But that's what
everything.
acting is, though.
And it just no, but I'm saying this is what makes it look so like sick. So that's why I'd say
So
that
yours is acting.
to be in some sort of movie.
Do you think you can
for-
act? No, you.
No,
break
I'm saying to make to be like a
Absolutely
cameo.
bust out laughing, bro.
I'm just saying a cameo.
Mine would be.
You want to
do
be
like
henchman number 4?
Maybe mine would be to do like maybe like a stand up or something. Stand up like a comedy night.
Bro, you're
Not
funny,
trying
but
to-
you're not that funny.
No,
I
as
hear
in, like-
you, and I support your dream.
No, no, as in like just not saying I will come.
I
out
mean,
and
do you
start
want us to
telling
laugh with
mad
you or laugh
jokes,
at you?
But I think when you tell your experiences, people can find them funny. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what if they don't laugh?
If they don't laugh, then I'll charge it and laugh.
You mean like when we did the first shoot and you know?
Yeah, you didn't.
Nah,
you didn't get
but
any
I'm just-
background, bro.
That's
Yeah, you can't do that.
Be supportive. We hear
no, I'm
you,
not saying
and
you
we
can't.
support your dream.
Just don't do that.
We listen, we don't judge.
What's the thing? We listen and we don't. We hear you and we support your dream.
You guys are haters, man.
I'm supporting you,
You
man.
asked for a bucket.
I'll be the first one.
No,
there.
that's cool.
I'll be the first one.
You gonna laugh?
I'll be
Yeah.
front row throwing tomatoes,
I'm probably holding up the card for everyone else. Laugh.
throwing fruit.
I never imagine you saying stand up. That's interesting.
It's really random.
You're
I
a
like
bit
it.
of a performer. Remember him in what
My,
was it?
my lords, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was good in your school.
Do you remember
play.
the rest of that line?
I can't remember all of it, but I remember the magnificent, the marvelous, the stupendous, Marvo the magician.
magician?
I was like the tiniest kid on the stage.
Were you in like a suit for that as well?
I can't remember.
What was your
I was
play?
like-
What was your school play?
Oh, I can't.
I had what was mine?
Yours was
Mine
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, but it was called like Robin and the Merry Men or something.
Ah.
No, Hoodwinked. It was called
Yeah.
Oh,
Hoodwinked.
yeah, it was.
I didn't get mine on tape because I went to go and view
My
a school in
tape's
Italy.
somewhere. I don't know
That's when you
where
got
it is.
shipped.
I didn't
Thing's mum still asked me for it. Jacqueline's mum.
ask you for the tape.
Yeah, she don't have the tape no more, so she still asked me
I
about
don't
it.
know where that will be, mate.
She made it big. She at EastEnders and
All the best.
fair play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who were you in that one? Sorry. Who
I was.
I feel like you were
King Richard.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And I was a friar at one point as well. I had 2 roles.
Oh yeah.
2 rolls.
Big time.
That guy.
Come on, what's it called? Not diverse. What's the word?
Versatile.
Versatile.
Yeah, I
Bro, I
got
need
you,
to start
man.
reading more books. I forgot them.
Hey, word of
Anyway.
the day, coming clutch.
On my bucket list, people have heard me say this a million times on my channel and Sidemen stuff. Yes, I want to go storm chasing. I think it'll be so
Wait,
sick.
what?
I'm quite
Listen,
weird.
we
I have
haven't-
an
Judge.
I have a weird appreciation for like natural phenomena or natural
Yeah, you're always
disasters
taking
even.
pictures of like
So
lightning
you
and
want
stuff.
to go and
Love
chase
that.
a
So I would
tornado.
love to
Just
see.
watch it on YouTube.
I'd love to see
Gee.
a tornado in the
No,
flesh
you-
just go past.
Bro,
I don't
it
think
will
you
pick
would
you up
love
and
to see it.
No, I don't have to be that close. I'd
don't
love
think you
to
would love to
see
Yeah,
it.
a shadow clone jutsu.
That would be so
Bro, that's like
nuts.
saying I would love to see a tsunami up close.
I
Like,
would.
wait,
I
wait,
would.
wait.
It sounds stupid. I know it sounds crazy, and it's
That's,
like a
bro, that's devastation.
I would love to, if I was able, if you tell me I could witness this in person from a safe distance, I'm snapping
Yeah,
your
but
hand off.
what about all the other people that are getting devastated?
I hope they're at a safe distance too. If I could see a massive wave in person, I'd be like, "Bruh, that's a massive wave."
Nah, that is. I didn't think you were gonna
What?
say it.
Nah, man. Surely there's people out there that agree with me.
Storm chasing. I
Surely.
didn't even know that was a thing.
Storm chasing, it looks sick.
Bro,
There's a
there's
film called
people that do
Twister.
it. They
Watch it.
literally
I've watched-
like go
wait,
and
hold
they get
on.
up in the pickup
Wait.
truck and start chasing the
We
tornado.
watched Twister.
No, Twisters.
Twisters. Is it different from Twister?
As in the ice lolly or
No,
No.
The movie.
The guy and the girl. Anyway,
right,
I would
watch
love
that
to
then.
do that. I would love to go to space.
No. Do you know what? I actually hear that one,
for what?
but not to go
That
to
is the
space.
extreme of like, you see how people say God put you on the ground or whatever. We're going on rides at theme parks and stuff. Space is unnecessary. You know it's there. Just leave it there.
Yeah, but
wanna
we shouldn't
look.
swim either. But
I want to look.
do you see that? Do you
The
remember
sea
that
is
guy
a
that did that
no-no
jump?
for me, by the way. Going in the sea is a no-no.
That guy that did the space
Felix
jump.
Baumgartner.
Yeah, I would. That's on my bucket
What
list.
the Red Bull thing?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
jump. No, see, jumping is crazy. Going and
No,
looking
but
is
when
fine.
I
Jumping
say
is
hold on,
crazy.
when I say it's on my bucket list, not the jump, but just like, did you see the view that he had?
See what I'm
That you're just
saying?
seeing like the. Yeah, I
I
can't lie.
want
That's
to
kind of mad.
appreciate.
That is
I want to appreciate
that one
I
there.
full on
I get
appreciate
The thing is,
I
you're saying
appreciate.
God put you on the ground and blah. That one there, you can see that and be like, yeah, you know what, God, yeah, you did your thing still.
You should say that anyway, but I want to see volcanic lightning.
No,
What even is? I don't even know what that is.
You know when there's a volcanic eruption and then the lightning shoots up from the volcano into the sky?
Bro, that's Moana.
Yeah, see? I'll take Mally with me.
that's a parent there.
Malachi will go with you.
The island of what is it? Tefiti. Look, of
Yeah,
course
you
he
don't
knows
watch
it.
too much more on that.
No, it's him.
Yeah, I love the natural phenomena. Like, even I was lucky enough to go to Iceland. That was on my bucket list. To go to Iceland and see the Northern Lights. That was
Okay,
crazy.
that's safe.
Calm.
Calm.
Or whatever it's called. Nice.
That was
That's
sick.
fine.
Would recommend. And I took the boys out with me.
Good video.
Thank you, mate.
So is there anything, because you
Is there
guys have
anything
done more that I've done, right? You've done way more stuff. So is there anything you would say that, you know what I mean, like in terms of like experiencing like all these crazy things, like, bro, all I do is stay here, play football, go to church. Like that's basically my
I
life.
complain.
But is there anything you've done that you would say didn't quite live up to your expectations? Obviously, you've seen like Christ the Redeemer statue, which
That was sick.
also on my bucket list.
That was so
I would love to
sick.
go to Brazil.
What else?
I had beach football in Brazil. Put it on
Yeah.
your bucket list.
Slap that
Crazy.
there as well. But is there
Crazy.
anything that you've done that you think, you know, I thought it would be better? Still good, but not like.
I'm gonna answer that question, but the beach football in Brazil, I will say that is one of the things that you didn't realize was bucket list until you did it.
Because it's just vibes and
It
everything.
was hidden on your bucket list, and it was like a secret mission that you unlocked on a game by accident. That's what it was like. Is there anything that I've done that didn't live up to my expectations? I don't feel like I have expectations for things anymore.
My expectation is to just survive something like abseiling or something like, something that I feel nervous for.
It's dark.
No, I'm just being serious. Like when I did abseiling in year 5, I was so shook, and then when I did it, I was,
Would you go parasailing?
what's that? The thing where you hold on to the kite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always it's
While
one of those
the
things
boat's
that
doing the
no, what with the rope
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
sea.
Oh, what?
forbid.
So you'd go hang gliding?
Hand gliding is the one that looks really cool, but from afar.
wingsuiting looks cool as well, but that's death.
From afar.
That's
You
screaming
get what I'm
death.
saying?
When I was Christ Redeemer, some guy wingsuited over us, made some sick noise.
The other thing that
What about bungee
does
jumping?
Look, yeah, bungee jumping.
I knew
it's a
it.
little. It looks a little bit.
Bro,
like,
that one
it
there, I'm
was
thinking
sick.
the rope's
Remember
going to
the
be too long.
episode
Just
of
going to
Fresh
bounce and
Prince?
smack my head and.
Where what's her name? What's the light skin's name on Fresh Prince? Someone remind me, please. Hillary. Her fiance is proposing to her, and he's doing it by bungee jumping. He's like, Hillary, will you marry? And then it's just a splat. on live TV. I say, yeah, never bungee jumping.
Yeah, no, bungee jumping.
You remember the episode?
That's scary.
No, that is jokes.
But why is bungee jumping seem scarier than skydiving though?
Because skydiving, I don't know.
Because skydiving, you think you'd be dead
think-
before you hit the ground.
No, I think bungee jumping, right? Or let's say skydiving, you have a parachute. You're
And a
putting
backup parachute.
You're putting a lot of faith in the parachute. Bungee jumping is like, I'm just attached to a cord, and I have to jump, and trust that this cord is gonna,
And it's not just one drop, by the way.
Bro, when it's done,
multiple drops.
you're just there hanging.
Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that will probably they'll push me off, I'll swing and hit the underneath of the bridge quick. Yeah.
That's
the
how
kind of shit
that's
that
how I
happened
think,
to me.
Yeah.
and that's why I would never do that.
Yeah, no bungee jumping for me. I'll say the Northern Lights, the first day I saw it felt underwhelming because it's harder to see with the naked eye. And when
Yeah.
you put your camera up, you can see it so much more vividly for some reason. But then by the time we saw it on the last day, it was just amazing. It was like all over the sky.
Yeah, might have to add that to the bucket list.
I went whale watching, didn't see any whales. That was underwhelming. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
That's usually where you
What
insert.
did I see? Lots of water and then the Northern Lights, but no whales.
No, but that's usually where he inserts a pun. He would have said that was underwhelming.
So stand up's not for you.
No, I'm not saying it's for me. I
Okay.
thought that's what he was trying to say. That's why I laughed the first time.
Oh.
Because he said I went whale watching
Maybe
and didn't see a lot of whales. That was underwhelming. That's what I thought he was saying.
You weren't trying to do that. Don't try.
I'll take the credit. I'll take the credit. Sometimes, listen, it's just natural. It's a muscle memory, second nature.
Oh my gosh.
Fun. This week's question from the audience: what is your wildest football take?
Stats
it's a
are
bit more
overrated.
order.
Forget stats. People care about stats too much.
Yeah.
They use stats to define football.
Just
It's a
enjoy-
beautiful
just
game,
enjoy
and
it,
you're
man.
making it a game of chess.
Do you know what I would say? Neymar, ability wise,
I think that's gonna over his head as well.
Neymar, ability wise, in terms of like,
is the best
Yeah.
footballer you've ever seen.
to me, I think, yeah, I think if
And you know why Ronaldinho still pips it for me? Because Ronaldinho just made it look beautiful.
Neymar does too.
No.
Ronaldinho
Ronaldinho
had a swagger with
certain
it. Yeah,
flair,
I-
certain,
I
oof,
get it.
certain.
So
But in terms of what Neymar could pull off in the game, then yeah, I kind of have to agree with you there. Like,
just
the facts are
just
there.
let's call it the beautiful game.
the thing is, right, Ronaldinho made it look really good and he had a swagger like you're saying. However, upon watching both of them side by side doing the eye test, Neymar essentially does what Ronaldinho does, but cleaner. And I know that that's going to offend a lot of people, so that might be the wildest football take.
I don't know how I feel
But
about it anymore.
when you watch it, Manny,
why do we have to compare, guys?
sometimes, yeah,
Let's just
enjoy him.
appreciate the
Just enjoy
different-
him, man.
But Ronaldinho genuinely made me fall in love with football.
Yeah, I
Remember
think
that
that's the
poster he
difference.
had where he's like this?
yeah.
I think that's the
Sweet
difference.
cold. Ronaldinho made me fall in love with football. That's the goat.
Okay, do you know what I'm gonna say as well, really quickly? Yeah.
What?
Is there any player today where they could have pictures of their goal in a match magazine and you could feel it?
Garnacho bicycle kick.
No, I'm talking about Ronaldinho when he was scoring the goals against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu and he got the ovation. I remember seeing them have it.
You said pictures of their goal.
No,
I
I'm saying,
relived that goal
I'm saying
every
as
time.
in pictures, like they've scored a goal so beautiful that you just like through the picture you feel it.
That's currently playing now.
Yeah.
One, I don't think we can really go for that because everyone that's currently playing now is like 17 years old, like Lamine Yamal. But if we're saying like within the last how many years, you've got someone like Hazard, you've got,
Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe because I was younger, it hit differently.
I think it is. I think football was way more. It felt more innocent when we were younger.
Now
That
it's
makes
more
sense.
like-
Is that the right word to use?
Yeah.
It felt. It was more pure to us now. To us then than it is now.
Now we know a lot more and we see the business side of things.
You
So
see
that's
everything. You know the
football.
politics. It's just like
Yeah.
it's polluted. It's ruined.
Or saying, for example, the whole story of Beckham and the boot was just a story before and stuff in the papers. And now you see in the documentary of it, so you know
You
more.
see the ins and outs. Well, I mean, seeing a documentary doesn't mean it's the truth necessarily. Do you know what I mean? So it's
right.
pinch of salt, pinch of salt. Okay, here's my take. I hate inverted wingers. I hate it. I hate it. Put the lefties on the left and the righties on the right. I'm tired of this cutting and shoot. No one runs down the wing and crosses anymore.
I'm a righty on the left,
Saying
but
Antonio Valencia vibes.
I think
Bro,
the thing is, right, I think the
get to the byline.
the issue is with that is that you have players that are too selfish. So it's not like making unselfish runs and all these different things.
I hate inverted.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
No,
I
because you
hate
also
it.
have what you should have is someone that can cut in and go byline.
Yeah.
So
you're
if
all
you're
pro
playing on the
ballers.
left
Use
as a
both
right-footed
feet for crying out
person,
loud.
Your
man.
left foot should be good enough for you to cross it.
No,
your
because
left
guys
foot.
are telling me I can't make it because I don't play both feet, and then there's guys that have made it and they're not playing both feet. It's 1 foot. Duh, duh, duh.
Yeah, no.
So many players in my team, in Man United. It's so easy to read you. You have one trick because you can only use that 1 foot, and if you go on the other foot, it's lost. Is that a systematic coaching thing? Have they coached you out of using your weaker foot? Because I don't understand. Why is cutting and shoot cutting? Go to the byline.
Yeah,
Go.
but I think the issue with the going to the byline thing initially was it's less to do with the fact that it's inverted wingers and the way people are playing, and more to do with the fact that there's a neglect in terms of using your weaker foot. So before it's okay, if I'm gonna be right footed, I'll play on the right. All I'm doing now is going to the byline and crossing it. I'm not cutting in on my left because you're not gonna cut in and shoot on your left. So it's the same kind of issue. It's just one-dimensional football.
I'm
But if you
tired
have
of it,
someone
man.
that's able to, do you know who does it really well?
Let the strikers
Jeremy,
get the goals, man.
Jeremy Doku does it well. He can take you on the outside or on the inside. That's the kind of player that you need. Then you can be like, okay, inverted wing. Because if someone's able to use their left and right foot equally, then they can play on
Where's
the
the
left.
Santi Cazorlas in the game?
They play on the right. They can still cut in on their left and go byline.
I understand. I agree with you. But I also just want to see crosses into the box now. I'm tired of this cutting and shoot because the shots are flying here.
Morton Gamps Pedersen thing.
Oh my gosh.
Stuart Downing.
Stuart Dizzard. What a player.
But I think that stats thing though, I think that's not just football. I think that's actually all sports are becoming very like stats.
Yeah, basketball's the same thing as well.
What's your wildest take?
And also, sorry, another one. Get rid of the Ballon d'Or. I'm tired of this just basically a prom queen and prom king, bro. Remove that.
Yeah,
It's a popularity
Ballon
vote.
d'Or's been cut.
Get rid of that, man.
The stipulations change year on year. You need to win Champions League. No, you need to win World Cup.
Oh, bro, they robbed my boy Lewandowski of two.
Two. Yes, he should have had two.
And that's the other one. Go back and give him the Ballon d'Or from COVID. Because he played the football. Go back and give him the Ballon d'Or. Oh my God.
You know what's mad though? That they're going to give him that Ballon d'Or just in like 10, 15 years when he's retired.
Do it now
he's not gonna
while
be
I'm
able to enjoy it.
alive.
He's not going to be able to enjoy it because it's like
I hope you're alive
he'll be
in
some
10,
like
15 years.
but he's going to be some like 50-year-old man that they're going to honor at a ceremony. Oh yeah, Lewandowski, we should have had your Ballon d'Or. So here you go, honorary Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
but you
but that
can't
just
celebrate
sounds
it
like a
because someone
pity
else is
door.
winning the Ballon d'Or that year anyway.
Pity door. That is.
So
Oh my
that's
gosh.
what I would say.
And another one.
He's
Yeah,
got the
wait,
hottest
this
takes.
is
Hey,
coming
look,
through now.
This has been on his
This
mind
isn't
for
even
while.
a hot take. This is just a take. Why did Salah win that Puskas? Why? I think Salah's a phenomenal player. He's caused me a lot of pain. He lives rent free
my
in many
days.
fans' head. But why did he win that Puskas?
No, that is too funny.
You know what's mad? Even as a Liverpool fan, I remember
What's up?
thinking, what?
They were
Scored
showing me
better
all the
than
goals.
this.
They were showing me all the goals. I was like, bro, they scored some bangers this year. And then I see the goal that won. My jaw hit the floor. Oh my gosh.
No, that is
Kill me,
that is
'cause
actually
I
hilarious.
remember watching that and I was like, this one it? That's funny.
Oh, I've got one more.
Oh gosh.
Hey, the Europa League on Thursdays, mate. You have to get rid of it, man. Europa League, Europa Cup. These Thursday fixtures, they need to go.
Oh, just slap him on.
I think the Thursday
You can go or you
fixtures.
can qualify for Champions League.
I think the Thursday fixtures.
after you were stuck in.
No, but I said
how
this
many years?
I said this to you a couple years ago. I said I would rather not qualify for Europe at all than go into the Europa League because those Thursday games kill you. Now you have to deep it, yeah. Playing on a Thursday, it means your league game is going to be on a Sunday. That means you get what? Friday, Saturday, rest. The team that you're playing is most probably at least in Champions. They're either at least in Champions League, so they got extra day rest, or they're not in Europe at all. And they last played on Saturday. So they've had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. And now they're playing on Sunday. They've had a whole week to rest and recuperate. You've done travel to Europe and back, to the furthest parts of Eastern Europe and back. Of course you're going to get physically dominated in the game. Of course. Every time. No, look at every...
I disagree with
No.
Your squad is...
No, I don't
but
think
this
it's
is
that.
why.
Wait,
that's where squad depth is important. Because Chelsea, look where they are in the league with their things, because they have a good squad depth. But I don't think people realise the damage that the Europa League does to your domestic competitions if you don't have that squad depth.
So
And that should maybe that should be.
You're saying
No, I'm just annoyed. It just annoys me in the Thursday games. That's all it is. I hate the fact
just move
that
it to Wednesday.
I have to watch all the Man United games on Sundays as well. But it's probably a logistical nightmare. That's just me venting. I'm not actually just
all right, cool. What you guys got planned for the week?
at the Europa League final. I'm currently there, and
I'm
you'll
currently
find
with
out
you.
next week how I feel about today's events. You're currently with me. Who? Where?
I thought I'd try. We'll see.
You guys gonna watch that? Because I have a feeling Spurs are gonna.
Hey, why? Don't open your mouth.
I'm just saying.
Don't open
And
your
I have a
mouth.
feeling that
Let me
Liverpool are going to
let me
get hit with some
say-
sort of
let me
injunction and
just-
get a
let me
20-point
just
deduction.
Say the whole Ange second season storyline thing is. Do you know what I mean? That's why I have a feeling.
I'm going to support my team regardless. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and support my team regardless. I'm there supporting my team regardless.
Same.
Spurs have already beaten us 3 times this season. If they beat us a 4th, it's embarrassing. If we are the reason they win the European trophy, it's embarrassing. But I'll be there to support my team, and hopefully they don't let me down.
Either way, it's a nightmare for Arsenal fans.
Either way. Either way. Sorry, Arsenal fans.
Yeah, plans for the week. Still a 75-day challenge, which, Manny, you're meant to be joining me, by the way.
Let me settle.
You see the way I'm looking at you? You know, I put together a whole 75-day plan for him as well. So I did my own one.
So where's my plan?
And then, I know that you're
So you
busy.
guys
though.
just sharing
Nah,
plans
no, because he
I ain't
said
seen
to
it,
me,
okay?
now. No, it's fine.
Huh?
Where did you put it?
I've texted it to you,
When?
and you saw it because it included the Spanish, learning
When?
Spanish,
When?
because we're
When
currently
did you text it to me?
ages ago, bro.
Okay, then.
That's
I don't know what
that's
you're
the
talking
point.
Say when in Spanish.
Damn.
Wando.
Ooh.
Sí.
Muy bien.
All right, cool, fair.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, do you want a plan?
No.
You try and you try.
Yeah, so you're doing that challenge and that's it.
It's off season for me, so just chilling. What we obviously got Bible study. I think I'm going bowling this week as well. Which, by the way, we need to go bowling.
Je déteste.
Yeah, I don't.
That's French, mate.
I know.
You say it
Just
in
leave him
Spanish.
alone. Leave him alone.
Oh,
Audio.
He does.
I've
I
not
don't think he's
done
learned
that
that.
far.
Yeah, we need to go bowling.
No, you don't.
No, we do.
No, you
Because
don't.
I need to prove to you that I'm
What's
worth
your bowling high score?
my soul.
I don't even know. I don't
What's your
look at
bowling high score?
I think the last time I got 130 something.
it. Just saying.
That's
yeah.
a bad bowling
If
day.
you're my friend
day.
and you invite me to a bowling birthday, the answer is no. Bowling event, no. Can't stand it. Yes.
Why? Because you're bad.
No, I just can't. It's so boring. I bowl it like
What?
Do you know what we need to do again?
That's because you're
Go-karting.
going with too many people.
No, it's so boring.
You're going with too many people.
It's because you can't hit any pins.
I do hit
Straight
the pins,
cuttable.
and then I'm bored. It doesn't give me that thing of the ball hitting the back of the net.
Oh, so
Even
sorry.
paddle.
You
paddle.
mean
That
you're not-
noise where it goes.
No, but it's because he's not getting strikes.
I get strikes.
You're getting.
If you were getting no, see, this is how I know you're lying.
If
I
you
get-
get
I
no,
get
no.
strikes.
If Manny, if you're getting
getting a
strikes,
strike is a
as
satisfying
yeah,
feeling.
you're an
You can't
athlete.
tell me otherwise.
No, you're an athlete.
All right,
You're competitive.
let's do a poll. Is getting a strike a satisfying feeling?
Bowling is
Yes.
Is getting
dead.
a strike a satisfying feeling?
Bowling
Anyone
is
else in the
dead.
background?
It
Let me hear
satisfies
you.
you for
Is
like
getting
one
a
time.
1 second. Is getting a strike a satisfying feeling? Guys in the back. Huh?
No. Come
Well,
on.
it doesn't matter because it's 4-2 anyways.
He's fired. It is. When you hear it go.
I can't lie. Don't invite me bowling. Go karting. Yeah, that's all right.
Mini golf.
Mini golf. Don't invite me.
Mini
to it,
golf
but I'll
or
do it
bowling?
once.
Mini golf or bowling?
Oh, mini golf. Bowling is
Don't talk to
too
me.
dead.
Don't talk
Say
to me.
mini golf all over bowling.
What's the most strikes you got in a row?
Oh, bro, the last time I went, I got like 5 strikes, bro.
5.
Yeah, man. I was locked in. I'm using the spin technique that you taught me. That's why I'm saying we need to load it again. Sorry, I got
Have you not seen Kevin Hart and
Bro,
them doing
that
the
makes
pro
me-
bowl, the celebrity
I
bowling?
think that's so funny.
Sick. They are sweats.
He's
They
so
are
good at it.
sweats.
So good at it.
They bowl like the pros.
Bro, you imagine losing at bowling
Little
to Kevin
flick in
Hart.
your leg behind you and that get.
The way that it'll just be taunting
Nah,
you
but
and
you
stuff
think
like
that's
that.
just for show.
I know it's not.
This is why
It's
you're struggling
technique.
with bowling.
I don't struggle
Because your
with
leg is in the
bowling,
way and you bowl round like that, and then to
Go
compensate,
straight
you
into
go
the
across
yeah,
to the
there
left.
you go.
Me, my leg is out the way, I
Guys,
bowl
let's wrap
straight.
this up.
You don't. We're gonna go bowling, me and you.
Bowling is.
We'll
have to.
we're gonna
I'm
do a
not
lot of
coming
things.
back to the podcast till you come bowling with me.
That-
So if you see me missing,
No. Bowling.
Manny's
Let's
fault.
go
I came
bowling.
bowling with you on
Yeah,
your
we have
birthday.
another one.
Go kart. Sorry,
We have another one.
He's
Us
saying
three,
this.
just us
Did you
three.
notice he didn't actually bowl much?
I did bowl.
I had to
didn't bowl
teach him
much.
and his missus to bowl, bro. They were doing jambaz on the lanes.
Damn.
Don't
man.
draw out the wifey like.
No. Oh my days.
Thanks for watching this episode of Family Ties. Make sure to be following us at Family Ties Show on Instagram and TikTok. And also, guys, get involved, interact with us. We want to hear your thoughts. If you're listening, don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating so we can climb up to #1. And also, if you're watching, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. And we'll see you next Wednesday.